They always follow Neymar wherever he moves. What is it? Sincere friendship or just a calculated decision in order to live luxuriously at the expense of others? After all, when Neymar is next to you, you don't have to worry about the money, and parties and girls follow one after another. In Brazil, they are called parcas, and they are Neymar's best friends. We see stars in America, but football players like Neymar are on a completely different level. Madness, a real cult surrounds them, said an NBA player Draymond Greene in an interview with ESPN after several parties with Neymar. Rumor has it that the Hangover in Vegas is based on Neymar's life. See for yourself. It's 2016, and a few days after Brazil got out at the group stage of Copa America 2016, Neymar was spotted hanging out in Vegas with Serena Williams, Ciara and Kelly Rowland. It seems like Neymar and his parcas have partied everywhere. Vegas, Ibiza, Barcelona, Paris, Saint-Tropez, and it couldn't have ended well. Hello everybody! The Inside Football channel continues to pursue its mission and has prepared a new interesting material for you. It turns out that Neymar pays his friends. In fact, parcas get paid by a friendly and at the same time very famous hunt. But first things first. First, let's check how well you know the facts from Neymar's biography. Which football club wanted to sign Neymar when he was 13 but never did so? Write your options in the comments below, and we will leave a like under every correct answer. Speaking of likes, if we get 5,000 likes under this video, we will open a pack with a new section on the channel and it will pleasantly amaze you. Let it be a surprise for you. Well, now we can start. Neymar is one of the richest football players in the world. Neymar is a brand that attracts huge money like a magnet. An advertising post on a Brazilian page costs $722,000. And now the question is, who doesn't want to be friends with such a guy? The leader of the Brazilian national team has an endless list of people who want to become his friends. Why? Because the whole world knows that Neymar thanks very generously for friendship. The Bleacher Report edition rolled out the material that deserves a lot of attention. The Neymar brand started to develop rapidly. While he was in Santos, the whole world found out about the Brazilian, and the videos with his tricks were always at the top on YouTube. And when in 2013 Ney moved to Barcelona, his popularity began to grow faster than the Bitcoin exchange rate in 2017. On the day of Neymar's presentation, Barcelona was forced to pay for the flight of the support group for the Brazilian. The club laid out 300,000 euros for the flight of the 15 people. In the summer of 2017, Neymar shocked the whole world with his transfer to PSG, but almost no one noticed how rapidly his company of friends had grown. 40 friends and personal attendants had already moved to Paris. One can only wonder how much money the PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi paid for their flight. It must be at least 500,000 euros. Neymar is a cool and generous guy, but they created him a terrible image, said former Neymar PR manager Eduardo Musa in an interview with L'Equipe. Neymar and his team talk only about business, restaurants and parties. They are no longer interested in sports, they do not like football, continues Musa. Usually, there are from 30 to 40 people around Neymar. His closest friends are Gil Cebola, Jota Amancio, Gustavo Almeida and Carlos Enrique. These guys were friends with Neymar back when he played in Santos. They all live in a mansion in Paris and receive a monthly salary from 10 to 12,000 euros. The main task of these friends is to entertain the Brazilian and not allow any leakage of information from the group. Gil Cebola works as a photographer on Neymar's team and manages his social media. Other friends work as managers. Neymar lives in constant tension. We help him get rid of stress. We don't talk about football, but we spend time together, hanging out, chatting, traveling, said Carlos Enrique in an interview with Globo. At the Olympics, we had no problems with Neymar's friends. He wanted them to live in the same hotels as the team, but they respected our schedule and appeared only at the appointed time, said Erasmo Damiani, coordinator of the Brazilian Olympic team in 2016 in an interview with Bleacher Report. So, what does it mean? Are Neymar's friends not as bad as everyone thinks? It's hard to say for sure. One thing we know for certain, Neymar is not a fan of strict regime, which is so necessary for a football player to achieve sky-high peaks, and friends and parties only contribute to the deterioration of the sports results of the Brazilian. Look at Ronaldo and Messi, they are recognized family men who strictly follow their regimes. Neymar suffered more injuries, and the Brazilian stopped getting even into the top 10 of the best football players in the world in the surveys of the Golden Ball, the Best and UEFA Player of the Year. Neymar has his closest people around him, but at the same time the beloved friends distance the Brazilian from those peaks that he could have reached if he'd chosen a different scenario of his life. In the meantime, the money keeps flowing, the parties continue, and the Parcas and Neymar can be happy. The celebration of life is here. Mate, if you enjoyed watching this video, leave a like, subscribe and stay with us. Inside Football, we watch football from a different angle. Remember, the new video is coming soon. Thank you for watching, until the next time.